everybody, and welcome to my channel once again. And this is going to be a live show tonight, but pre-recorded. Yes, guys, I have some things that I have pre-planned tonight and unable to commit to my 8 o'clock time frame. So we're going to broadcast this recording live tonight at 8 o'clock. And I really do appreciate you all joining in with me. So I will not be featuring live comments tonight because obviously I won't be live. However, feel free to leave your comments and come back next week. I will be right here Wednesday at 8 o'clock and, having some good times and talking about some great topics for you. So today's topic is all about self-love, okay? I'm continuing in the theme. This month has all been about like love. Last month we talked more about health and things related to having like a healthy life, healthy financials, healthy relationships, all those good things. And then for the month of February, we've been focused on love, and we've had some really good, engaging conversations here on this channel, and it's been amazing talking to you all. And excuse me for a second, I definitely need to put some balm on my lips a little bit. They're feeling a little chapped, but there we go. Sorry. But as I was saying, yes, I am really excited about sharing a lot of topics on love and making sure that you are showing yourself some love in here. Okay, we want to make sure that we are taking care of ourselves and checking in and making sure that we feel good about things that are going on. And I can tell you, this start of the year, I've already shared with you all, I've had an interesting start to my year. Okay, so just a couple of things been going on, and my mind has been all over the place, and my, I feel like I've been stretched and moved into different parts of my life that I wasn't expecting to do. I wanted to really focus more on building and growing in my network and doing all the things that I want to do, and it just feels like I haven't had the chance to really do that much because of everything that I've been experiencing so far, things that caught me off guard. And y'all know I go to therapy, and I was talking to my therapist, and she's like, "Gosh, you're pretty heavy. You're pretty heavy. What are you doing on your self-love and just kind of making sure that you feel good?" And I was like, "You know what? You're right. It's time to start checking in and do what I need to do." And doing some of these exercises that I think are so helpful to me. So I thought maybe I should come on here today and share with you exactly what I do to express the self-love to myself. Now, the major thing that I did for my self-love is to set goals for myself on what I wanted to achieve. One of the things that everybody knows, my story, I lost 70 pounds on this wonderful program, which, by the way, I think y'all saw my post. I am so excited because my videos and pictures are being used by the company that, by Optavia. Optavia is the company that helped me lose 70 pounds, and they see my story and they're like, "Oh my gosh, we want to use this in our marketing campaigns." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so excited." So that is something that I'm doing, celebrating myself and making sure that I feel good about those things and showing myself some love. But the reason my self-love journey started and how I landed at Optavia was because I had gotten to a place where I had gained so much weight. I had gotten up to almost 230 pounds. Probably I did. I got to 230 pounds. And I was struggling with how I looked. I was struggling with how I felt. And I know for sure I got that way because I was not demonstrating self-love. So sometimes it is said that whatever's going on with you internally shows itself some kind of way externally in your life. And my non-self-love was showing up in the way that I was not taking care of my body, not taking care of myself, eating and drinking and doing all these things that I just did to feel better. And I got the results of looking and feeling awful. I did not have energy. I wasn't feeling good. I was tired walking around, couldn't hardly carry my own weight around, like just way too much. So the love that I showed myself was dedicating myself to committing myself to getting this weight off. And that program, Optavia, just made it so easy for me to do that. It was such an easy thing for me to do because I just follow the program. Like it's so easy. Like if you ever want to talk about it, I know I'm selling it very well right now. No, but seriously, if you want to talk about losing weight and what this program is all about and being able to get yourself to where you want to be, we should definitely talk. But basically, I found an easy program, something that I was able to commit to, something that helped me create new healthy habits for myself to feel and look better. And now I am feeling so much better and I look so much better. And I know a lot of people like to say to me, "Oh, Renika, you looked fine before. You looked fine before. Like there was nothing wrong with your weight." Well, that's great, but I didn't feel like what you thought I might have looked like. I was feeling horrible. The weight was too much. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't do a whole lot of things. So and to me, it just wasn't making me happy. I wasn't happy with myself. I was just not feeling good. And so being able to take my time out and figure out and dedicate this type of program that I needed to work on myself and feel a lot better was the best way I could have ever showed myself some self-love. And what it resulted in for me is me coming out of my shell, accepting myself more for who I truly am, being excited about accomplishing something so major in my life. And then it started leading into other things in my life that just made me feel so much better. Like it was an automatic improvement. So I am so excited that I have started on my journey for self-love and have really been doing a great job. But this is not a one-time thing, right? So self-love is something that you have to do ongoing all the time. It's something you have to commit to. It's something that you have to be dedicated to. You have to exercise and do these different activities to make sure that you're demonstrating that self-love for yourself. So it as an ongoing thing. Sometimes I have to remind myself to show myself some love, and that was the case today, where I've been dealing with a whole bunch of things and things that are making me kind of talk negatively against myself. So when you're talking negatively against your own self, that is not showing self-love. Now, there are things that everybody in their lives want to change and improve and do better and make better. But you can have those opportunities for improvement and you can focus on improving those things without putting yourself down. So that's one thing that I would definitely want to share as a nice tip about self-love is making sure that you speak positively about yourself at all times. So if there's something in your life that you just don't like that you do, don't really focus on what it is that that thing that you don't like, but instead, like, what are some things surrounding those things, like, that are wins for you? And maybe it might be something that you can't change for yourself. So one of those things for me, I'm not afraid to share with you all, is that sometimes I feel like I'm way too nice. And I think I have made some posts on this topic before about being so nice and that I'm going to change. I'm not going to be nice anymore. Well, that's true. I'm not going to be nice anymore. I'm going to be kind because in my nature, I do want to be kind. So one of the things that I started thinking about as, me being too nice, what are some of the setbacks that I get from being too nice? And then what are some of the positive things that I get from being nice? Like how has being nice helped advance me? How does it make me feel when I am nice? And, on those situations where I was too nice and I felt like somebody might have ran over me or done some things, what what things can I recognize in those situations where it was still a great thing to be nice in that situation and everything ended up okay. So I want to start, like, when you're thinking about self-love and thinking about those things that you want to change in your life, then it's very important to think like that. Like, think about what it is that you want to improve. Is it something that you really have to improve? Like, really weigh the pros and the cons of whatever that behavior is or the thing about you that you want to change. And then, like I said, don't speak negatively against yourself for whatever it is that you want to change. Because I'm very sure you're going to figure out that there are some benefits to who you are, the makeup that you are, what you give. And there's some adjustments that you can make without changing your whole entire person and changing who you are and showing yourself the love that you need to show yourself and the grace and the understanding, because people out here in the world are not going to do that for you. Okay. There are some people who are naturally just like supportive and helpful to you, but they're not always in your life every day and able to do those things. So we have to be able to do those things for ourselves. So giving us ourselves some self-love and positivity and saying, hey, I just really appreciate all these things about myself. Like, I'm so proud of these things. That's a very good exercise to do. Another great exercise that is awesome to do for self-love is to check in with yourself when you are feeling down or feeling like, things are just crashing and all around you. You just want to, go back to some old bad habits. It's a good time to check in and say, what is it that I need? That's a great way to show yourself some love. This is what I got from my therapist. Check in with yourself and say, why are you feeling the way that you're feeling right now? And then answer those questions. What is it that you need to feel better? What would make you feel better? You answer those things and then you start providing those things for yourself. That is like an amazing way to feel better, to show yourself some love, to like get up and feel a little bit more positive about whatever's going on and just get back into a better mood to be able to like live your life and do the things that you want to do and feel good about it. So that's an exercise that I truly, truly love about working with myself and, doing that self-love. Another important thing that a lot of people who are moving in this thing about self-love and all those things do is meditating, and having some time and self-reflection to yourself and spiritually so that you can really balance yourself. It really does help when you give gratitude for the things that are going well in your life and you're meditating on all the things that are going well. You're meditating on the things that you want to go well, the things that will make you feel so much better if these things were working in my life. Like doing all those things is just a really a good way to exercise how you demonstrate that self-love. And I do want to talk real briefly before I go here tonight about why is it that people struggle so much with self-love, and just maybe encourage you that if this is something that you have struggled with all of your life, it's really time to take some time out and show yourself some love. So I think historically, just how we are as humans and how we've grown up, a lot of times people mistake self-love for being selfish. And there's a difference. Showing yourself self-love is really just going out there, making sure that you're protecting yourself, that you keep yourself uplifted so that if there are other people in your life that you want to take care of or show love to, that you're able to do it at your fullest capacity. Every day that you get up and go through life and do whatever it is that you need to do, you need to be able to start with yourself. Say, I'm healthy today. I feel great. I got financial means to be able to do all these things. And that's how I'm going to present to the world, because I love myself and I'm going to, be able to present to the world what I need to because I'm feeling good for myself. That's what self-love is all about. Being selfish is where everything in life that you do has nothing to do with nobody else but yourself. Everything that you want done, you take advantage, or you try to do things to put yourself, to make yourself ahead, to put yourself first in everything, without feeling, without thinking about anybody else but yourself. And you hurt people and you do things when you're selfish. So that's the difference, you know? So demonstrating self-love, there's nothing wrong with doing that when you're taking care of yourself, but benefiting yourself over others intentionally, and like, you know, getting in people's way and blocking people's blessings just so that you could have them yourself, especially if it's not warranted. That's not that's not self-loving yourself. That's being very selfish and not being a good human to our society. So yeah, know the difference, first of all. And I think historically, our family members or people that we've been around, this topic is kind of like one of those topics that we kind of shied away from. But as you see in today's society, and like the last few years, we have all been talking about self-love. It's so important. Like whenever you're building relationships with people, if you don't love yourself, you will not know how to love anybody else. And that is the truth. I have learned that the hard way. Um, I think what one thing that I used to do was to give everybody else some love instead of for myself, so that I could get that love back. And the problem with that is that, you know, people just by nature are a little selfish, and people might want to take advantage of situations like that. And so instead of thinking that the world is going to give you back what you give to the world, is not always necessarily true. So that's why we have to take care of ourselves and make sure that we put ourselves first, to make sure we're taken care of, so that we can be the best versions of ourselves. Whenever we're presenting in the world, whenever whatever we're doing, we're the best version of ourselves for that. So I'm so excited about this topic today, and I hope that you all have enjoyed hearing this information on self-love, and doing some things to help yourself with self-love. I would love to hear from anybody listening to today's broadcast. I would love to hear from you. What are some of the things that you do in your own life, in ways that you show love for yourself? How do you demonstrate that self-love? Are there any exercises that I didn't mention that you do to demonstrate self-love that could be shared with those on their new journey, trying to come and give themselves some self-love? I would love to hear that. I'm pretty sure anybody else who's interested in this topic would like to hear a little bit more information on that. And yeah, I would love to see your comments later when I'm taking a look at this live tonight. I would love to see what your comments are. And yeah, I think that would be really good. Tell me and tell everybody else, what are your self-love topics? What do you want? What do you do for yourself for self-love? And how do you check in and make sure that you're demonstrating your self-love every day? It is, again, guys, an ongoing process that we have to do to show ourselves some love. So I am giving you an assignment today, okay? Tonight, I want you to think about something in your life that you would feel so good about if you were able to accomplish that thing. And even if it's not something that's going to be a real quick thing, like maybe you want to own a dream home one day, or you want to make some like travel to somewhere, or do something like that. I want you to write down what that goal is. Just one that you want to do. And I want you to commit to doing one small thing to help you get to that goal for a week. Okay, so tonight you're going to write down the goal. You're going to think about what it is. And then I want you to think about some small steps that you can do to help yourself get closer to that goal. And I want you to start doing those things starting tomorrow. Tomorrow's Thursday, February 16th, my dad's birthday. God rest his soul. But I want you to think tomorrow. I want you to really start doing some actions tomorrow on that thing that you want to do that's going to show yourself some self-love. I think that's going to be awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing what you guys come up with. And I'll be back here live again. Like I said, next week, Wednesday, we could talk. We can finish talking about this subject together. I'd love to see your comments and see what you're thinking about this topic. And then, yeah, let's show ourselves some love. Let's do this, guys. Okay. All right. I'm going to go show myself some love tonight. By giving myself this, having some time to myself and do some fun things tonight for me. And I will be back here again next Wednesday. We're going to continue on talking about the topics of love. And I look forward to seeing you all next Wednesday. Thank you again for listening to this pre-recording. And I'll be back next week. Have a good night, everybody.